Pretoria has been gripped by a political storm as President Cyril Ramaphosa finds himself at the center of escalating pressure following revelations that members of his family are allegedly linked to a high-profile scandal shaking the corridors of power. The emerging reports have sent ripples through the political landscape, intensifying scrutiny over the president's capacity to navigate both personal and national accountability amidst a crisis that threatens to engulf the ruling African National Congress, ANC. The scandal, which involves alleged financial mismanagement and questionable business dealings tied to individuals closely related to the president, has ignited a flurry of reactions from opposition parties, civil society groups, and the public. While the specifics of the allegations remain under investigation, the optics have placed Ramaphosa in an uncomfortable spotlight, forcing him to confront questions about transparency, leadership, and the ethical boundaries between personal relationships and state governance. Political analysts are noting that the timing of these revelations could not be more challenging for the president, who has been navigating a delicate balance of economic recovery, social unrest, and ongoing concerns about corruption within the state apparatus. When family ties intersect with alleged misconduct, the pressure is amplified exponentially, said one analyst. It's no longer just about policy or administration, it's about perception, credibility, and the integrity of the office itself. Opposition leaders have wasted little time in seizing on the unfolding narrative. Calls for full investigations, parliamentary inquiries, and even public statements demanding Ramaphosa clarify his position on the matter have surged across media platforms. Many argue that failure to address the scandal decisively could erode public trust not only in the president but also in the ANC, a party already grappling with internal factional battles and lingering concerns over governance. Meanwhile, social media has become a battleground for public opinion. Citizens, journalists, and political commentators alike are dissecting every development, using hashtags and trending topics to amplify their concerns. The collective demand for accountability reflects a broader frustration with perceived impunity among political elites, particularly when allegations touch upon personal networks and family members of those in power. Insiders suggest that Ramaphosa is weighing a measured response. Sources close to the presidency indicate that legal teams are assessing the implications of the allegations, while advisors are crafting a strategy that aims to reaffirm the president's commitment to transparency without prematurely undermining ongoing investigations. Analysts warn, however, that in the current climate, any delay or perceived hesitancy could be interpreted as evasion, further fueling criticism from both domestic and international observers. Historically, the South African political landscape has been no stranger to scandals implicating powerful figures and their relatives. However, the combination of timing, media scrutiny, and public sentiment in this case has created an environment that demands swift yet judicious action. Ramaphosa's ability to address the situation openly, establish accountability mechanisms, and maintain the confidence of both the electorate and his party will likely define the trajectory of his leadership in the coming months. Beyond politics, there is a broader conversation about ethics, governance, and the limits of influence that comes into play. Civil society organizations are advocating for clearer frameworks that separate personal affiliations from state responsibilities, emphasizing the need for mechanisms that prevent conflicts of interest and preserve institutional integrity. The credibility of leadership is tested not just by policy successes but by how one manages crises that touch the personal and the public simultaneously, remarked a governance expert. As Pretoria watches closely, Ramaphosa faces a pivotal moment. The unfolding scandal is not merely a test of his political acumen, it is a profound challenge to the principles of accountability, transparency, and moral leadership that underpin the office he holds. How he navigates the mounting pressure from political opponents, the public, and the media could redefine his legacy, influence the ANC's stability, and signal a broader message about governance in South Africa's democratic landscape. In a city already familiar with political turbulence, the coming weeks promise to be a period of intense scrutiny. Ramaphosa's response will be dissected at every level, from parliamentary debates to social media discussions, shaping not only the narrative of this scandal but potentially the trajectory of South African politics in the years ahead. One thing is clear, the eyes of the nation are fixed firmly on the presidency, demanding answers and accountability at a scale that few leaders can ignore.